Hi guys, and welcome to the show. I'm Lisa Akbury, your hair doctor, and today we're going to continue our book, our cyber tour on Black Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair at Any Age. And I'm trying to make sure all phones are off so that we won't get any disturbances. And I guess I should have done that before I clicked on to start recording, but you know, we're family, so I just forgot. So now I'm going to make sure I do it. Okay, let's turn this one off as well. And then this one off. I've got 3 phones here. And I've got to make sure they're off. And I have to turn around and grab the book. The book. Black Woman's Guide. See if I hear it. Show. Okay, alright, so the last time we met, we talked about the importance of moisture, and I got a lot of feedback, comments, questions, and things. So I'm going to get right down to the questions and the comments, and then we'll go on into the next part of the book. It's going to talk about natural styles a little bit more, caring for our natural hair, just some basic things, combing and removing tangles. Ooh, I think we're going to spend more time on that, and then we going to move on to some other parts. But anyways, all right, let's get down to some of the comments. Oh, I love you. I love you too. That is so sweet. See, we're family. I told you guys, we are family. Thank you so much. Love is a strong word. It's not conditional. You love me if you agree with me. You don't agree with me. You love me. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. You are such a blessing, and you guys are a blessing as well. I'm just kind of reading the things that she's saying. I love how you stop and mess with your hair. I mean, you know, it drives me kind of bonkers with my hair, but I love what it's doing. So today I promised myself I wasn't going to do that, mess with my hair. I said, you, so much knowledge, thank you. She was just thanking me. You have touched on so many things that I had questions about. Shampoo and conditioning, deep conditioning, moisturizer. Please say bless. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. I said, yes, I am so very thankful and grateful. God be the glory. Thank you, reminding us to always thank and praise Him. Absolutely. God is everything. I mean, God is everything. All that I have, all that I hope to have is through Christ. And God gave us Christ. So, guys, I just, each and every day, I get up and say, this is going to be a great day. We're going to have problems. Things are going to come. The enemy's going to attack. But we can make it. We can do this. We can do this. And you know what? Let me just give y'all this and we'll move on. What I do when I'm really feeling down or I have a lot of problems, bills and personal problems and things, I just say, okay, Lord, find me somebody I can bless. And whenever I go find somebody I can bless, it may be something simple. Somebody on the side of the road you give $1 to, you know, somebody you give a flower to. Say, oh, you look so beautiful today to someone. Oh my goodness. It's like your problems don't go away, but your outlook, your mind, because that's where the real battlefield is. The enemy wants to convince us that we cannot make it, but the devil is a lie, as my mama used to say. The devil is a lie, that she still says. So, okay, let's move on. I really love your channel. I recently damaged my hair with heat. Since I started to watch you talk about protein and moisture, I really started to take good care of my hair, and now I really love your channel. Bless you. This is important. Taking care of your hair, taking charge, knowing exactly what to do. That's what's important, and that's what I want you to get from the channel. Okay, so thank you so much for your help. This is Sharon with the Black Castor. Okay, you're welcome, Sharon. Okay, let's move on to the next comments. Okay, alright. Comments or questions. Let's see. Here we go. It says, I never knew how soft your hair was. It is truly beautiful and healthy. Thank you. I had a deep laugh when you stopped sucking the picture here. I know, it's so weird. I just go, oh, and then I have to fix my hair. But it says, hi, Dr. Akbury. I can't wait for the next effective on straightening natural hair. We're going to get to heated tools actually after this one, so next week we'll start talking about heated tools, flat irons, things like that. You mentioned that heated tools should be set at medium, and coarse here, I'm reading really fast, so I think 350 would be good for some parts of my hair. Also, I want to color my hair. I've seen the demi colors. I want to try them. I want to stay in the auburn family since I have dark hair. I want streaks of a lighter tone. Is that a no-no? You want a lot, don't you? Okay, which is okay because we want to enjoy your hair. I tell my patients after they've gone through stabilization where they've had some problems and we stabilize them, I said now it's time to really enjoy your hair. But you want to be careful. Absolutely, with the heated tools, certain parts of the hair will be more porous than the others or damaged. So you want to make sure that you are careful to pay attention to the heat. But I would say, depending on what if you've had some texture changes, depending on and we'll hit on this again next week, depending on the size of your strand. If you have fine strands throughout, you have to look for those fine strands and use the lower temperature. But if you have, it's just careful. I always say go to the smallest strand and use that temperature all over the head. And some will say, well, it won't straighten my hair, but you really have to be careful because if you don't, you're going to hit a lot of those smaller strands and burn your hair. But again, we're going to talk about this next week. All right, it's about the demi colors. Demi colors are going to give you some deposit into the cuticle layer. It's basically taking your cuticle and changing it completely. It's just enough. The prompter, is like a 10 volume, which is really like a developer mixed with a little water, and it's just going to open just a little bit and allow that color to deposit into the cuticle. So it should be safe, but you always want to do the deep conditioning. It's a semi. It's right in the semi family. Thanks for another great bit of you. Welcome. That was the next comment. Okay, the next one. Yes, you should start parting your hair. So you like it when I part my hair. I kind of like it too, but I don't know. My head's kind of flat on the top, so we have to see. I'm going to work on that one. I may have to get in the mirror and practice. Maybe I'll practice on y'all. We're family. Okay, do you wash and go? I shampoo and go. You wash cars, you wash clothes. We shampoo here. That's one-on-one beauty school. Stylists will know what I'm talking about. But yes, I do that, and I'm gonna do that soon, so y'all can see it. I may do it next week. I almost did it this morning. And the next question was, how do I define my curls? With my twist, if you go on my website at lisaacberry.com, I really do my curly fro. And I can remember back in, I think it was 2007, when I started using the curly fro, which the curly fro had been around forever. But you young ones, back in the 70s, we curly froed all the time. But, oops, I'm telling my age. You young ones, y'all may not have heard of it, but it's been around forever. And it's a quick fix. I just twist it at night. Sometimes I have up to 8, but most of the times, it only takes me 5 minutes, but sometimes 8 twists, 10 twists, depending. The key to getting the definition on the ends is to making sure that everything is smooth all the way to the ends. That way, when you take the curl pattern down, and we're going to talk about that a little bit today on our natural styles, when you take your curl pattern down, curl, untwist it, you'll have a definition. And I'm going to show you that because we're going to talk a little bit about natural styles. It says, I just bought your book, Black Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair at Any Age. Great, thank you. About 3/4 of the way through that book, I walked into a salon that I walk past every day. The clerk offered a shampoo that was moisturizing and deep conditioning. She massaged my hair for 10 minutes, placed me under a infrared processor for 15 minutes, placed a light oil on it while it was wet, I stopped using a pick because that is why my fresh haircut was chipping. The high-end salon only charged me $15. This was all I could for the month. Okay, so you guys writing code. See, I'm old school a little bit. So when y'all do that, I'm not sure what you're saying sometimes. No breakage now. Great that there's no breakage now. Be careful with the moisturizing shampoos. Moisturizing shampoos, it's a little deceptive because when you first use them, it's great. Your hair feels soft, you detangle, it's super. But what it's doing is putting a coating on the hair that gives you manageability, but over a period of time, it will cause a negative buildup, and that's what you have to be careful about. She said I was broken, I only had $15. Okay, that's all of the questions. So let's get right down to the book. Okay, natural styles. Now I'm going to read from my book because I know there's just a lot that I have to say, and you know I will be all over the place sometimes because I get really excited about talking to y'all, and I have so much that I want to say, but there's only certain things that need to be said. And really, in my book, it kind of keeps me online, so I really try on track. I really try to read from it as much as I can, and then I'll articulate and get some dialogue and things like that. I said, I know that not all. Okay, yeah, I was ending statements. Okay, I think before I said having high moisture levels is important. I said moisturizing will allow you to comb through your hair while taking natural styles. But I'm going to go on and read because I don't know. For some reason, I thought I was picking up from a chapter before, but I'm going to read. It says, I know that not all feel this way, but there are many black women who grow natural, and use this as an excuse not to deal with their hair. Well, the thing is, with natural hair, and we want to talk about this more, and I love you guys, and you know I do. But many of my patients who come in, and I counsel thousands of women every year, what I'm finding is we're running from something. It's not that we're running to something, but we're running away from something. And that away is the relaxer. And I understand completely. Believe me when I tell you. I understand completely. When I look at the damage the relaxer has caused many of you, you should run away from it. You're not able to manage it. It's managing you. There's some dangers there. Yes. Am I saying that no one should relax their hair? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if you're not managing well and you really don't want to wear that relaxer. Well, with that being said, where are we going? The problem that we have with some of the patients, they're running away from relaxers, but they don't know where they're running to. So then they're like, okay, now I'm transitioned, so what do I do now? And so they don't know how to style. What's beautiful and what I love about my family, you guys, is that so many of you are doing these great videos on how to twist. I had a patient said, I didn't know how to twist my hair. I went on YouTube and I learned. So thank you. I love all of you out there who are doing the videos on how to twist and how to do these things simple, because you're helping your sisters tremendously. But we don't know what we're running to, and then we start putting just the weave in our hair. We start things like protective styles, which I'm okay with protective styles, but what about our fro? Why can't we wear this? I mean, what about our hair? Why can't we deal with our hair every day? And that's the problem. Learning how to deal with your own hair in its natural, true fro state. Twisting, manipulating, learning how to comb it, all those things are major, uber important. That way you can wear your hair, obtain some length, be comfortable with your hair. I'm twisted really tight, so those of you who are looking for the first time really can't see my length. But I usually keep about 12 inches of hair, so you can see I stretch it out, and there's my shoulder there, and you see where I'm stretching my hair. So I keep it pretty tight because it's really comfortable working with my lab coat. but you want to be able to obtain length. You want to enjoy your hair. And I don't know, we're running from something, but we don't know where we're going. So I really want to help you guys with that. Let's look at some of the things that we run to. Let's look at braids, locks, and other natural styles. These styles may, I'll put my book here, I just don't want to look down all the time. I'm speaking to you guys. Okay, these styles may not be combed for several weeks or even months, with only oils, fragrance, and braid sprays used to apply. So these particular styles are being used. Hair must not only be groomed to look good, and that's the thing that we have to be careful. When we do these styles, we're looking a certain way, but we're not achieving the goals that we need to achieve. So, and that's the care portion. Hair must not only be groomed for look, but your scalp and hair must be cleaned and conditioned. If you wear natural styles, you must not forget your hair and scalp. Your hair and your scalp and hair will still require of you the appropriate care. And that's really important. I remember one lady who wore dreadlocks, and because of the lack of care, they began to literally rot away. And it's more politically correct to call them locks, not dreadlocks. Because we don't dread them, we just lock them. Okay? And because of the lack of care, they rotted away. I saw under the microscope, her locks were just literally falling off. And I noticed that the areas were decaying, because here is just dead protein cells. And when you don't take care of them, clean and hydrate them, they will dry rot. I have also met many women with braids and other styles that have a very unhealthy scalp, and that's really important. If you choose to wear these styles, be sure to do your research. You're going to go natural. Be sure, and there's so much around now. Even since I wrote this book, there's so much more help now. You have to work with a specialist, a natural hair specialist, but you also have to make sure that we're protecting our hairline with attraction. There's just some small things that will make a major, major, major difference. The natural professionals who take care of your hairline and your hair, they're out there. You just have to do the research. You have to feed your mind with the positive education that you've learned in this book. Remember, we talked about that. Understand your hair type and texture, the degree of kinkiness that you have, how coarse or fine or medium your hair is. These things are empowering you so that you can make the right decisions about your hair. Natural kinky hair, with its multiple degrees of kinkiness, all on one head, because we can't have that, we talked about that, has special hair care needs that must be addressed in order to maintain the health of the hair, just as natural straight hair does. The problem lies with the way we deal with our hair. Clear and simple. We have to take care of our hair. We have to deal with it a certain way. So you must attack the problem and not the hair. Even when kinky hair has been pressed out, and we're going to talk about that next week, you've got to be careful, because underneath that pressed out hair, there's still kinky hair type that's going to have some of the same needs and even greater, because now you've straightened the hair and put that heat to that hair. So the needs are going to get even greater. You must clean and condition on a regular basis, at least twice a week. I know, you don't want to do that. Also, you must supply your hair strands with the proper hydration. We talked about that last week. And then seal in that hydration with the oil lubrication to help to manage and soften the hair. Once you soften the hair and lubricate the hair, get the shine, you have the manageability, then you have the ability to style any way you want. Enjoy your hair. You get up in the morning, you control the hair doesn't control you. And you don't have to wear some style that's always stuck to your head in some way, so you don't have to deal with it. You deal with your hair every day. That's what you need to do. Okay? Let's see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop at this point, and I want to do a couple of things. I want to show you, someone said, how do I get the definition with my hair? You know, I love taking my hair down. And I'm going to pull one of these little curls so you can see that definition. Here's one back here. Okay? I'm going to pull that one, you can see the definition. Now, how do I do it? I'm always showing y'all, but I'm really going to show you here. When I put a curl pattern, make a defined curl pattern, I'll take a section. The most important thing I do is when I twist my hair, and I'm going to turn to the side, you can see, while I'm twisting my hair, I'm taking, and I'm going to get one of my, like my moisturizer, and I'm going to show you. Let's grab the moisturizer. And I'm going to show you, oops, like an oil, moisturizer, nice and creamy, just a little bit. I'm going to put it on the end. Now what's important about your moisturizer on the end is that it's completely ribbon smooth. So you want the ribbon smooth, and then when you twist that end, you want that part to be ribbon smooth. And then you twirl it around your finger, and then see, you'll have that curl pattern. Once that's done, then you can roll it down, and then you can tuck it. And there you have it. And so when you take it down in the morning, you've got that curl defined pattern. You're untwisting it. And usually what I do is separate the hair and let it, right now it hasn't had a chance to set, so it's going to look longer because I kind of messed with it. But you leave it alone and give it a chance to set, and then you have that definition in the curl. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see, now it's longer than I want it to be, but that's because I stretched it out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my curl pattern, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like when I first take it down. So, thank you so much. I love you. To God be the glory in Jesus. Thanks again, and I will talk to you real soon. Okay, bye-bye.